Conlang Review, Episode 1, Oqolaawak. Oqolaawak is the oldest conlang which Biblaridian has created, which he considers to still uphold to his current standards. In fact, he had to redo it 3 times before he considered it in a place which he was happy with. Oqolaawak is spoken by the Oqolaaw people who live in the refugium, and they are seafarers who, in later ages, colonized the various islands in the Indigo Sea. However, this video is going to be on classical Oqolaawak, so I won't be covering the later dialects, probably because we don't have much information on them anyways. The language is primarily head initial and head marking, and has a reputation for exoticism and beauty in the world itself. Oqolaawak's consonants are m, n, p, t, k, q, ch, ch, f, s, which is pronounced as z between vowels, hl, sh, which is pronounced as zh between vowels, h, h, and h, w, l, y, and okay, that w is just a placeholder since w is a labiovelar approximant. The vowels are e, u, e, a, o, and the syllable structure is CVC. So no consonant clusters are allowed at the end of words. Oqolaawak, the stress and placement is based on mora. For example, in the word mamaha, there are 3 syllables, and each one has a short vowel and no coda consonant. This means that each has exactly 1 mora, so the stress falls on the first syllable. Then the stress always falls on the syllable which has third to last mora from the end of the word. Then in the word ihlatunyu, the stress falls on the second to last syllable, since that syllable has 2 mora and the last syllable has 1. If the vowel is short and there's a coda consonant, or if it's long and no coda consonant, then it has 2 mora. And if the vowel is long and has a coda consonant, like in kotan, then it has 3 mora and the stress will automatically fall on it if it adds the end of the word. In Oqolaawak, there are 2 different harmony systems, one for the consonants and one for the vowels. In the consonants, there's sibilant harmony, where sa or za and tsa cannot coexist in a word with sh and zh or cha. Therefore, if there's an affix which has, for example, cha, but the root has sa, then it will change to tsa. Then there is another vowel harmony system. There's a vowel harmony system where low vowels cannot coexist with high vowels. For example, u cannot coexist with a. So if there's a suffix with a in it, it will immediately change to e. A and a are considered neutral and can coexist with either pair. So in the case of certain suffixes, they can have up to 4 different forms just based on the root. In Oqolaawak, there are 5 different noun classes which are based on animacy. They are the exalted class, which includes humans and deities, the kinetic class, which includes most but not animals, the material class, which includes natural phenomena which can move on its own, as well as body parts and low animacy animals. The elemental class consists mainly of just inanimate objects which cannot move on their own, and the ethereal class consists of ideas, concepts, and verbal nouns. The word order is usually VSO. However, the order of words in the sentence is affected by their noun class. For example, in the sentence, the coconut hit the warrior in the face, I don't know why Biblaridian chose this specific sentence, but it's the one he used in this video, so I'll go with it. If you put it into the language and then retranslate it literally back into English, it would become the warrior was hit in the face by the coconut. Since warrior is more animate than face, and face is more animate than coconut. Move on to one of my favorite aspects of Oqolaawak, the script. Just look at how beautiful that looks. The script is known as the Ilwa script. This is an uppercase I, not a lowercase l, which was borrowed from the Kama peoples. That is so hard to say. The script functions somewhere between an alphabet and an abugida, where a consonant is assumed to have an inherent vowel, which is a, unless it's marked to not have a vowel, and any other vowels are written by special vowel letters. And it is traditionally written with an animal hairbrush on parchment. However, this is where one of my main complaints with Oqolaawak comes in. In Oqolaawak, numbers are written by using a letter that represents the first sound of the number and the special number sign. I have mixed feelings about this because on one hand it does feel intuitive, but it also feels kind of lazy to me. This is, in my opinion, one of the most interesting parts of Oqolaawak grammar. Well, it's not really grammar, it's more pragmatics, which are the animal registers. In Oqolaawak, speakers can speak like one of the animals which are used in their which are present in their mythology and folklore to evoke some sort of personality traits about someone they are quoting. For example, in Oqolaawak mythology, the Khaswai is the king of the beasts, so using the Khaswai register would produce a proud or haughty effect. In summary, I think Oqolaawak is a very good language and very well designed. The grammar is fascinating, but it's not too complicated, and the script looks absolutely beautiful, even if I disagree with the way Bibleridian chose to represent numbers. The vowels are a bit plain, being only five vowels with vowel length distinction, but I think the consonant inventory more than makes up for that. It's minimalistic, but mm, it does a lot with a little. Now I'll be ranking Oqolaawak, and since it's the first language that I'm doing in this series, I guess I'll just explain how I'll be ranking languages. I'll be ranking them in three categories, which are fictional languages, those which are created for a fictional universe, either in a movie, a book, or for a personal project. Art languages, which are created for personal purposes or for other reasons like testing scientific hypotheses, like Tokipona or Loglan or Lojban, and interlangs, which are created to facilitate communication between groups who don't share a common language. Since I haven't reviewed any other languages, Oqolaawak is the best fictional language or ficlang that I've reviewed so far. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you want more from this series. Goodbye.